Hello everyone, today we explained how neurotransmitters are transferred from one neuron to another. Before we start, we should be able to annotate the neurons. The most important things up till now are the nucleus, which is in the middle, the cell body, the dendrites, and the axon, and this is the axon terminal. Okay? Now, when we want to transfer neurotransmitters from one neuron to another, how does that happen? First of all, we need a stimulus or an action potential to come from the dendrites and go all the way through the axon until it reaches the axon terminal. When it reaches the axon terminal, it will release something called the neurotransmitters. The neurotransmitters will be transferred through a space between the two neurons. This space is called the synaptic cleft or the synapse. When the neurotransmitters go from one neuron to another, they will be received by something called receptors, which is the neurotransmitter receptors. When they are received by the receptors, they will go on to the next neuron and they will continue to other neurons or even muscle cells or even reach muscle cells. So now let's talk a little bit more about the presynaptic neuron and the postsynaptic neuron. So the presynaptic neuron is the neuron that is before the synaptic cleft or the synapse, while the postsynaptic neuron is the neuron which is after the synaptic cleft or the synapse. And we talked a little bit about the resting potential and the action potential. So the action potential is like the stimulus which activates the neuron to release neurotransmitters, while the resting potential is the potential when the neuron is not receiving any stimulus. The neuron will be in resting potential.